Wanted, dead or barely alive. Your old or outdated computers, monitors, and televisions, working or not. Don't trash it, recycle it. eCycle Washington makes it easy. Households, small businesses, public schools, and other organizations in Washington may drop off unwanted computers, monitors, and televisions at over 300 locations statewide for free. Find the location nearest you at ecyclewashington.org and click on Where Can I Recycle? That's ecyclewashington.org.
Hey, this is BJ. Thanks for listening to our show's podcast. If you're a fan of all things geeky, you should check out my other podcast, BJ Shea's Geek Nation. We have new episodes every day, and you can check it out at bjgeeknation.com.
Your home is going into foreclosure and you feel like a financial wreck. You don't know where to turn for accurate information. I'm bankruptcy attorney Travis Gagne. Let's talk about some legal options. If we work quickly, we can propose a plan to save your home, modify the loan, or in many cases even eliminate your second mortgage. The consultation is free. I've helped hundreds of people just like you make informed decisions about whether to save their home or exit it on a reasonable, organized timeline. The chapter you choose sets the tone for the next chapter of your life. Please contact me today at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com.
99.9 KISW, The Rock of Seattle. You guys has everybody in this room heard of the adage, or the example, do you see the glass as half empty or half full? We've all heard of that, right?
Yeah,
I hope so.
Yeah.
All right. And we all know that if...
Danny can't be that dumb, right? Oh, sorry.
Whoa. Hi.
Yeah,
Aggressive.
Danny's kind of half empty.
It's true. I'm always half empty.
But you also half full. You also know that if someone goes, "Hey, you're the kind of person who sees the glass as half empty," that's negative.
Yes.
Yeah,
That's you.
Yep.
Okay, sure.
Yeah.
But even I'm smart enough, if somebody gave me a survey where they go, here's a glass of water and it's filled halfway, and then if they ask me the question, hey, buddy, is the glass half empty or half full? I know the adage and I know I want to look like a good guy. I would always say half full.
Right. You kind of want to twist people's perception of what you are.
Yeah, and yet almost 20% of people said, oh, no, this is half empty. Because they told them it was filled halfway.
Right.
So you knew it was half there, and then they just said, so is it half empty or half full? Why would 20% say half empty when we all know the half full thing is a good thing?
Some people are okay with being a miserable curmudgeon.
I used to be until you bothered you guys.
Wow.
You should just be yourself, man. If you want to be a half-empty guy, that's fine. You'll just surround yourself with a bunch of half-fullers.
Half-fullers.
Yeah, if you're full of something. You're half full of something, all of you. Yeah. Even, the funny thing is, then, so the people that said half empty.
Okay.
Yeah. A lot of them still said, you know what, we're not pessimistic. They said, we're still very optimistic people. And I want to say to them, well, you're not very bright. If you're optimistic and the biggest
I wish you were in charge of these.
Right. I'm not pessimistic. I'm a realist. Bleh.
I would love for you to be in charge of all these surveys and just look at them. You realize you're not very bright if you're saying one thing and doing the other.
Yeah, you know what, Rev? It's not even that realists. They actually consider themselves very optimistic people. And it's like, well, they told you this was filled halfway.
Yeah, it's half empty.
Yeah.
Then how are you
Because they want more. When something is half empty, you want more of it.
Oh, so actually the whole thing's askew, or are you just trying to come up with a sneak
No, I just smoked some pot right before we started the show. I'm just trying to track with you guys.
Nice. Yeah. Oh, I just can't believe it. It's just nuts to me. It really, really is. But yeah, so there you go. So turns out there are a lot of, pessimistic people out there who don't know they're pessimistic, even though they failed the most basic question of optimism and pessimism one could ever be given. That's great to me. I got to tell you about this school bus driver who was arrested for driving under the influence. Oh, this could be me. Under the influence of donuts. Steve will tell you all about it. He's got the Miggs report for you at 6:17 on The Rock.
BJ and Miggs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW.
99.9 KISW, The Rock of Seattle.
Well informed on the issues of the day? Not this guy. Live from the KISW News Center in downtown Seattle, this is the Miggs Report.
Well, thanks, you guys, and thanks to Snoqualmie Casino for giving us the Miggs Report, and happy National Thank God it's Monday Day. What?
Boo.
I agree. That's kind of stupid. Also, it's National Egg Day, so how about we go with that?
Oh, I like that.
That's pretty awesome. I don't know if you've seen this video. It's on Facebook. My father-in-law posted it, and it's pretty crazy. Some guy showed you how to get a hard-boiled egg out of the shell without having to crack the entire shell. What? So he just cracks like the top and the bottom of the egg. But what makes it great is just his play-by-play while doing it.
All right, so everybody always has a hard time peeling boiled eggs. Well, I have a hack for you. Yes, this toothless redneck came up with an ingenious idea.
I like
Ready?
this.
Watch. You take it, you crack both ends. Then you just peel a little bit of hole on both ends.
All right.
Take your mouth, put over it. Blows right out every time. So see, you really can learn something from a dumb, toothless redneck.
Oh, we all knew he could. Yeah.
So you put a hole in both sides and blow on it?
Both sides and blow it through. I have a hard-boiled egg in the refrigerator.
You got to do this, dude.
You want to go grab it?
Yeah.
It's in the very back right corner of the refrigerator.
I got to video this, though, because I know this is going to be a disaster.
It's going to be a terrible idea.
Yeah.
And my wife made me some hard-boiled eggs yesterday. She's like, are you going to try that? I'm like, no.
I'm so excited for
stupid.
this.
And then, of course, here we are talking about it. I'm like, of course I got to try it.
Dude, it's not stupid. That's genius. I hate peeling hard-boiled eggs, but I love hard-boiled eggs.
It takes like 30 seconds. It's not that hard of a thing.
But it's a little bit of a pain in the ass. I'm with BJ.
Yeah.
Rev, you say this? I don't know if you're aware of it, but every week I go to the store and I'm one of the many people that buy the pre-peeled hard-boiled
because
eggs.
you're fancy.
Oh, yeah.
You probably also buy the already pre-popped out of the shell pistachios.
Of course I do.
Part of the fun is the journey.
Yeah.
Not me, buddy.
I think you brought in my hard-boiled eggs. Thank you.
I'm all about instant gratification.
There's a couple of eggs there, man.
Yeah, of course. You can't just have one, Rev. I'm glad I have two because I feel like one of these is going in the garbage.
Yeah, that's a fact.
All right, so I got to break the tips of it, right?
Yeah, exactly. You put a hole in the top. All right.
Top.
Now you got to go put a hole in the bottom. Okay, so this toothless non-redneck Steve has got a hole in the top. Now he's put a hole in the bottom.
Okay, right.
And now he's ready to blow. Now you blow in one of the holes.
Which hole should I go? Top or bottom? Go for the
bottom hole. Bottom hole, bottom hole. Yeah,
so I got to put it in my mouth.
You put it in your mouth.
And I blow.
And you blow. Blow
This
real
is
hard.
an egg for people just tuning in. I'm getting a hard-boiled egg out of its shell.
Sure it is.
A special episode of BJ and Migs.
There we go. So this is the way. All right, blow.
Okay, ready?
Yeah, I'm doing it. Wow.
It was weird, but I think it's going to work.
Okay.
All right, well, it didn't work.
Oh, no, it didn't work at all, dude.
All right, I tried the other way.
Blow harder.
Let me try from the top.
Yeah, okay.
I don't know. Maybe I got to put my mouth on the tip?
Maybe you're holding it too tight.
I could be. I have a strong grip.
Yeah, you really do. Okay. Wow. Oh, God.
No, it's not working.
No,
Blow harder.
You can do this. Oh, man.
My hand's wet now.
That's yeah,
this
usually
is
the
terrible.
problem. That really is the problem.
Oh, somebody says it only works when they're warmish.
Oh, that's not warm. That's cold.
That's straight out of the fridge.
Damn.
Put it in the microwave, Steve.
Toothless guy. He didn't tell us that.
Yeah, he didn't tell us that.
I'm going to enjoy this egg after the Migs report.
Yeah, I was. You can have that egg afterwards. That egg.
Back in the refrigerator.
That egg looks like it's a lot happier than it was before you.
You blow on it repeatedly.
Yeah.
Things happen.
That's very happy. God, you look cute.
I'm out of breath, BJ.
Yeah, you are.
I don't know if I could do the Migs report.
No.
It seemed like a good idea on paper.
It really did. I'm mad at this guy now.
Well, you see one guy do it, and then you think you can do it.
It's like those cooking videos.
Yeah. Yeah.
That sucks. I was really excited to nail that.
Yeah, so apparently it's not as cool of an idea as he thinks.
Yeah. Go back to being toothless, you jerk.
Yeah.
Whoa. I don't know why I'm so angry at him. It worked just fine for him. He just works every time.
That's because he probably has a trick egg.
Oh, he said you got to cup the eggs, according to one texter. I didn't cup the egg.
Oh, you got to cup the eggs.
I was a little
that
too
works.
Talk nice to it.
I was a little too tight on the grip.
Yeah, you really were. Yeah.
Maybe someone can help me with that later. Let's talk about this school bus driver in Ohio. Well, she got a DUI on Thursday afternoon.
Why?
While driving a bus full of kids. People said that she was waving on the road. She even almost flipped the bus as well.
Oh, damn.
So a local news grabbed her and said, hey, what the hell happened? Were you drinking? She's like, no, I haven't had a drink in years. I don't know if she's telling the truth or not. But what she did say is that she was intoxicated by a bad donut. Here she is talking about it.
I got something from the school to eat, and it had made me sick.
What did you have?
A donut. My stomach was just hurting so bad that my wheel fell off the curb. That's all it was. And then it was, going at 45 miles an hour. It's going to whip back.
What? Do you think? I mean, maybe she's lying and she was messed up and she's like, no, I never had a drink. I just had a bad donut. But do you think maybe somebody gave her a pot donut?
Oh.
I mean,
that's the only thing I can think of.
They're apparently doing the blood work on her. So, I mean, I would imagine if they did a blood alcohol thing with the blowing the egg type of situation,
exactly.
you'd see that she had alcohol in her system. But
yeah, because she's trying to say it was an upset stomach. She didn't say she was feeling the effects like she was stoned or anything.
Well, one district attorney says, yeah, we don't buy it. Here he is talking about it.
You're entrusted to take care of other people's children, to shepherd them from school back to their homes. And when you violate that trust, in my mind, that's unexcusable. She consented to a blood draw. So until we get the blood back, we're not going to know what the actual cause of her impairment was. But I rest assured it was not a donut.
Well, yeah, I don't think the donut got her drunk, but what if it says that there's pot in her system and she doesn't smoke pot and someone gave her a bad donut?
Well, see, that's the thing. You're absolutely right. I mean, it could have been a pot-infused donut. This is a tough one.
Yeah,
I don't buy it either, though.
You know what's tough? Watching the Seattle Mariners try to play baseball.
Go Mariners!
Emphasis on try.
Yeah.
They lost 13-3 yesterday to the Angels. Up next, first place Astros. That's tonight. Mariners are currently 25-37. But hey, good news. They're only 7.5 games out of the wild card spot.
That's all.
There's still hope.
Oh, there's no hope.
There's no hope. They're actually getting rid of everybody.
Yeah, they
traded Jay Bruce.
They started before the July 31st trade deadline. That's hysterical.
Yeah, they basically said, F it. All the veterans are gone.
See ya.
Well, I mean, what are you going to do? We still have 13-2 to remember.
Do we still have Encarnacion? Do we still have him? Because otherwise we lose that great song.
That is very true. It's been a while since we've played this. I wonder why.
Yeah. I don't even know if he's still on the team. It says he still is. All right, good. Yeah. And if he's been doing good stuff, it's been getting buried by all the bad stuff that they're doing.
No, go Mariners.
Yeah.
Hey, go Bruins, huh, BJ?
Dude.
Did you watch that game over the weekend?
I was unfortunately busy, but I kept up with it on my phone. But, dude, they're power play monsters.
Yeah, 7-2 they beat the Blues, so they currently have a 2-1 series lead in the NHL Stanley Cup Finals. Tonight is Game 4. We'll see if the St. Louis Blues can bounce back or if it will be like many of us thought, the Boston Bruins continue to just steamroll over them.
Wow. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
In the world of NBA Finals, you got the Warriors. They just tied up the finals. They just shut down the Raptors for pretty much the entire third quarter. They ended up evening up the NBA Finals at one game apiece at 109-104. I'd like to see the Toronto Raptors win the championship. I think a lot of us would like to see that.
Sure.
But on the flip side, I kind of want to see them lose just so freaking Drake could just stop being annoying.
Oh, is Drake?
Have you been watching that?
I haven't been watching Drake.
What's your brother? Your son.
Or my brother. You know, we haven't had him tested.
He's on the court. He's constantly yelling and heckling the players. You know how sometimes some fans just want to be like the focal point of the game as opposed to the players and the game itself.
No, he's that guy.
He's that guy. He even touched the opposing team's coach.
No, he didn't.
It got so bad that even Commissioner Adam Silver had to make a big statement about Drake's courtside behavior.
We certainly appreciate his superfan status, and I know he's beloved in the community of Toronto. I think certainly we don't want fans, friend or foe, contacting an NBA coach during a game. Those can lead to dangerous situations. If you're in the middle of coaching a game and you're completely focused, you obviously don't want somebody who's not in your team touching you.
How does he not get that? I mean, does he want people running up on stage while he's performing? What is he, an idiot?
I'm sure he would love that.
Yeah.
If I was the Golden State Warriors, I go to his next concert, just touch him constantly.
Yeah, I mean, that's...
Not touching you.
God, there's just someone that's clueless. It's like, come on, dude.
Congrats to the Seattle Seawolves, our rugby team. Just secured a spot in the Major League Rugby playoffs with a big win over Austin. They have the number 2 seed in the playoffs, and shout out to, of course, Rucky, the Seawolves mascot, our friend Red. That's nice. Pretty damn awesome. And congrats to the Huskies women's softball team. They're in the College World Series, and they just beat Oklahoma State, moving on to take on UCLA.
Yeah, I watched a little bit of that game.
Yeah? Pretty good stuff, man. They throw those damn balls fast.
Dude, yeah.
I don't even know how people hit those.
It is unbelievable how they can get the ball to the plate as quickly as they can, but they're amazing athletes. And good for us, man.
Yes. As far as weather, 66 degrees and sun, and thank you, Car Toys.
I've been wanting to talk to you a little bit only because of the fact, you never know about this, like with the guys that are really analysts and like they watch film for every sport and you go, what do they see?
Yeah.
My brain goes, I don't know how a guy can watch what he watches, but apparently, and you know hockey better than me, Steve, I guess the Bruins coach watched how they were getting their asses kicked in game 2 and watched, because they weren't doing anything really on the power play, and he noticed while they were not doing anything on the power play, noticed a hole in St. Louis's penalty kill team. And they scored 4 power play goals in that last game, when was the last time you heard of anybody scoring like that? All because of an adjustment he was able to make. That coach deserves all the money he gets.
Yeah, I didn't get to watch the game because I was at the Ring of Honor show over at the Show Where Center, but I was keeping tabs on my phone, just keeping up on it. I didn't notice that was what happened, but I'm not surprised, man. He's a brilliant coach.
It's unbelievable.
Now it's up to the Blues to figure out how to adjust their penalty kill, because penalties are going to happen in playoffs. Everyone's playing pretty hardcore.
Somebody asked an analyst, because the Bruins coach wouldn't say exactly what he did. He said, "Yeah, we noticed what they were doing. We noticed something where we could take advantage, and we took advantage." And so they said, "Well, what are the Blues going to do to stop this?" And one of the analysts said, "Don't take penalties." Yeah. It's like, you don't say that. It's
the simplest and most brilliant answer.
Yeah.
But good luck doing that in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Everybody's got a hot head.
That's a fact, man. Especially if, all of a sudden the other team isn't going to get as physical with you because they don't want to get penalties, then you can turn around and beat the hell out of them. What do you care? Especially if your penalty kill works.
Oh, son of a bitch. I didn't realize this. I was tired yesterday. I guess the Huskies lost to UCLA yesterday.
Oh, they did? Oh.
My bad. Well, congrats on winning the game that led to them losing that game.
If I watched the whole game, I would have been able to help you with that, but I only watched parts of the game, so I didn't know how we did. I thought, hell, we ended up winning. Great.
Sometimes I check in the morning to see what happened over the weekend. If I missed something and it's the top story, you would think that I can't blame somebody because I didn't do it right.
I let you down myself because I didn't know either.
I thought you were a big fan.
Yeah, well, I like watching them, but not like the whole game.
See, please understand, I was busy yesterday trying to boil eggs to get ready for today's big broadcast. That was our top story after all.
Oh, man. I would say you made me think we won.
Well, we did, and then they lost.
Oh, damn it.
Hey, let's just pretend that we did this show on Saturday.
Yeah, we're big fans. We're really big fans, as you can tell. On Friday, your softball expert, Steve, he did get this one right.
Finish the credit card slogan. There are some things money can't buy. For everything else, there's blank.
Hookers.
No.
Yeah.
MasterCard.
Yes.
I love the random laugh from the listener.
Oh, the listener knows what you're talking about.
That was awesome.
That guy's like, yeah, you know what I'm putting my money towards.
Go Huskies.
Yeah. You want a shot at beating Steve? Well, it looks like it's going to be pretty easy today. 206-421-ROCK. We're playing Beat Migs at 647 on The Rock.
Today's podcast was brought to you by Travis Gagne, bankruptcy attorney. He's here right now and has agreed to answer more of your questions about bankruptcy. What's the difference between filing for bankruptcy and credit counseling?
Credit counseling is a useful process in some circumstances, but it does show up on your credit. In fact, from a credit scoring standpoint, credit counseling shows up just like a bankruptcy, so it's going to affect your credit as negatively as filing bankruptcy. In credit counseling, the idea is that a credit counselor works with your creditors on your behalf to try to lower interest rates or work out payment plans with your creditors to pay back your debt over time. In credit counseling, you almost always pay back 100% of the debt, sometimes at lower interest. And of course, some creditors will participate in that process and some won't. So you're usually left with kind of a mixed result with credit counseling and of course a high payment.
Thanks, Travis. If you have more questions about bankruptcy, you can reach out to Travis anytime at ChooseTheRightChapter.com. That's ChooseTheRightChapter.com. Thanks for listening.
Take back your space. Stop storing old electronics you'll never use again. Recycle your computers, monitors, and televisions for free with eCycle Washington. This free program can be used by households, small businesses, public schools, and other organizations across the state. Drop off unwanted TVs, computers, and monitors at over 300 locations in Washington state for free. Please check for the drop-off location nearest you at eCycleWashington.org. That's one word, eCycleWashington.org, and click on the Where Can I Recycle link.